Welcome to the EU BIM Standards Landscape Explorer, developed by the Modeling and Standards Committee of the European Council on Computing in Construction, or EC3. The Explorer is composed of a series of dashboards that enable you to explore EU BIM standards in various ways. By EU BIM standards, we mean standards published by the CEN Technical Committee TC 442. Upcoming EU BIM standards are included only if they have passed the final vote, FV, or they are at AV stage. To explore the EU BIM standards, we offer you 8 dashboards that are accessible from the main menu here. These dashboards enable you to explore the BIM standards from different perspectives, and we will now briefly look at them one by one. Dashboard 1 is called Role. It enables you to identify which BIM standards are relevant to you based on your role. We have identified 8 roles that are widely recognized in the project delivery process, such as designer, contractor, facility manager, and also we added software developer. We have also estimated the extent to which each standard is relevant to each role. For example, we can take contractor and we can search for the standards that are found to be highly relevant to that role. And this gives us a list of 6 standards. The second dashboard, dashboard 2, enables you to do the same but based on the project phase. Here, we use the stages defined in the RIBA plan of work, to which we added decommissioning. Dashboard 3 enables you to filter the standards similarly, but based on a predefined set of topics, including cybersecurity, information security, and others. These are general topics. Note that we are currently working on another dashboard with a more detailed list of topics. Stay tuned. Finally, we have dashboard 4 that combines role, topic, and phase all together and essentially enables you to have a more granular search of the standards. For example, you could see which standards are relevant to a client in the topic of cybersecurity. These are the first 4 dashboards. Then there are another 2 dashboards that enable you to explore relationships between these EU BIM standards as well as broader ISO and CEN standards. The first of these 2 dashboards, dashboard 5, links only the BIM standards among themselves. The relationships are defined based on the explicit referencing, either normative or informative referencing, of a BIM standard by another. In addition, the importance or strength of those links in a scale low, medium, high is provided as defined by experts in our team. You can see that by default, the graph shows all standards published to date, but the bottom widget enables you to constrain this, which can be useful to understand the history and sequencing of standards, as well as why some connections do not exist yet. The second dashboard, dashboard 6, shows an extended graph that also includes relationships to other standards, as defined in the BIM standards themselves. Those other reference standards include both EU and ISO standards, and we have categorized them into 9 groups representing different domains. These domains are shown here on the left with the color associated to each. For example, BIM standards are shown in green in this graph, while ICT standards are shown in purple. Note that anchors are dummy nodes used only to pull standards of the same group in the same region of the graph. This is solely to improve visualization and interpretation. Following this, we have 2 final dashboards. Dashboard 7 provides a chronological evolution of the BIM standards that might be found useful to further assess the sequencing of publication of standards. Especially, this highlights how EU BIM standards have been published very recently, with more than half of them having been published since 2020. This can explain why some relationships do not yet exist among standards. In the final dashboard, dashboard 8, we have a word cloud that highlights what are the most common words appearing in the BIM standards. If you click on one or more standards in the bottom table, then you can get an evolution of the word cloud, showing the words appearing in those standards only. And by clicking on a word, you can also get the frequency of appearance of that word. Finally, note that at the top of each dashboard, you will find a reset button to reset the selection for that dashboard and a home button to get you back to the initial home dashboard. We hope these dashboards are useful to you. Don't forget to leave us some feedback by filling the questionnaire you can access from the home dashboard. Thank you very much.